We have just started piling works, which is the foundation for our bridge. Behind me is where the bridge works will occur. It leads from Boggo Road station and ties into the PA Hospital bikeway. There's a total of 5 segments which will be installed as part of the main span. This will form the bridge, which will start beginning of 2023. So the new shared pedestrian and cycleway bridge is leading from Peter Doherty, where the future Boggo station will be, and that runs over the freight flyover and the existing rail lines behind me, and ties into the PA Hospital bikeway. So we've just started piling. That's probably our biggest milestone to start the bridge. So we've broken ground now. Fabrication is our other milestone that we've achieved, starting fabrication on the girders. So currently they're working on what is the western abutment. In total in that area there is 10 piles to go in. They're due to finish shortly, where we will head down and do the 8 piles which are in the pylons. And then we will shortly be starting our FRP, which is our concrete reinforced structures, to start working above ground.
Recent milestones here at Boggo Road, I guess we've just hit 3 years of construction. More specifically, milestones wise, we've finished most of our below platform structure, so we're coming up now to above the B6 level, and we're getting ready to, I guess, start our precast installs, so our platform, culverts and our Verandil mezzanine units. The southern end of the project, we've got wall 9, which is our interface with the southern portal. To break through, it's a cut and cover structure, so they'll dig behind that in a bench sequence. So the bench sequence, I guess, instead of excavating everything in one big go, we sort of go down in levels in a sequenced way. I guess once we finally break into the southern portal, it'll be a pretty cool milestone for the project. Finally, we'll have access from the exhibition station all the way at the northern end of the, I guess, Brisbane, down here to the southern area at Dutton Park.
A recent milestone we've just achieved is the completion of all the rail works installation between Woolloongabba and Albert Street stations. So one of the upcoming milestones will be the commencement of the track laying works between Albert and Roma Street. We're also moving into the downline tunnel between Roma Street and the Northern Portal and starting rail works there. And then we'll also be into the installation of the floating slab track, or the FST units, in the Mayne tunnels, which are the ones running between Boggo and Gabba. The floating slab track is different to the tracks that we've been installing in the TBM tunnels because we're using a floating slab track approach, which means that we get a higher attenuation from the track. And the reason we're chasing that is that we have a tunnel here with shallower cover above the residential properties above. So by having the higher attenuation track, or we call it a very high attenuation track, it provides the level of noise attenuation that we need to achieve the operational noise goals of the Cross River Rail Tunnel.
So BIM, holistically, is a 3D environment. It's advanced with technology over the past 15-20 years. The way we use it is also advanced, and it's not just for BIM users anymore. It's for everybody on the team. It's for engineers, designers, clients, contractors. The BIM technology is 3D. Straight away you get spatial awareness. You see obvious clashes, ceiling heights, ramps, all that kind of clearance, delivery of equipment, logistics. Everything just becomes a lot clearer, a lot quicker. So you're able to identify lots of areas where you could go wrong quickly and fix them before that actually happens. What I find interesting about the Cross River Rail project and how we've implemented BIM and digital engineering is how well we've managed to keep it running and updating with technology over the 5-year period so far.
Mayne Yard is a stabling facility for Queensland Rail and also houses offices and facilities for the Queensland Rail staff, train drivers and the train crew. Prior to the development, Mayne Yard North was essentially an open field with several old redundant buildings and lines which Cross River Rail have come in and removed rehabilitated the ground and built the new Mayne Yard North. Throughout the course of Mayne Yard North, we've completed over 22,000 linear metres of piling, 35 kilometres of electrical conduits, 2.5 kilometres of drainage, and over 130,000 metres cubed of earthworks. The reason for building the new facility at Mayne Yard North is to increase the functionality and storage capability of the rail network and future-proof Queensland Rail's network going forward.